You go.
Hello, I'm Nikki and this is Heather and we are Woollyelephant and this is episode 29. You're actually going to hear me speak today because Mum has a sore throat and she's got a cough and she's yucky.
If I talk too much, she might just
start coughing. So it's Wednesday the 4th of April and it's raining, which is typical, which my flicky out hair. I did have straight hair before I walked in, now I don't. No Joseph today, he's at home with his daddy because he's off work. Yay! So yeah, it's raining, it's miserable, but we actually look pretty good.
Don't look too bad actually, considering I've hardly slept. I do look a bit tired, and no makeup.
I ain't got time for makeup. Michael at home, he's got tonsillitis, so he's a bit clingy at the moment. I spent most of yesterday with him attached to me, just wanting hugs. Fell asleep on me.
Excuse me. Kind of wondering if that's what I had, because I had a really bad sore throat, and as we were chocolate sharing.
The doctor said
last week you can catch it that way.
He checked his throat and he said straight away because he had white coating on his tonsils.
Yeah, that's infection, isn't it? So I'm wondering if I've caught it off Michael.
Good one.
But I didn't notice that I had any of that.
Swollen.
I had a look.
Yeah. Well, his is only mild. It's not major.
And my sore throat's just about gone. I got it back a bit last night because I was coughing so much last night. Soul destroying when you're trying to lie down and go to sleep and you just can't stop coughing. Anyway,
Cack.
I'm not going to talk much unless I have to.
So we said last episode that we were going to draw a prize for the River Flows hat. Is that right?
Yeah, from Barbara. Barbara at Knitting I Love. You had to comment and say whether you, on episode 27, you had to say what colour you'd knit it in.
And who for. And we had a couple of entries and we've picked Margaret Webby. I think that's how you say her name.
We got an awful lot of comments on that episode because we were asking about the podcast, but only a couple of people commented on actually about the hat. She
said she knit a purple hat for her granddaughter, so you've won the hat.
So you need to send us your details either through here on Instagram. You can send them on Instagram to either me or Nikki, or on Ravelry to me or Nikki. And then we can get your details sent to Barbara and to get you a copy of your hat. So congratulations.
Happy days. So we're just going to have a short episode this time because Mum's not feeling well and I'm tired. So have you got any FOs?
No.
So here we have 2 socks.
I haven't had...
This is from Barbara I Love pattern, Knitting I Love.
Barbara. Knitting I Love. This was the Love Song Socks by Barbara at Knitting I Love. This was a test knit pattern. I finally finished it. Where I did my first cutting heel. I found the second one. I followed tips that somebody gave me on the little video that I did, showing how I cutting in on my first sock.
It sparkles.
And people gave me tips for making it easier. And I used those tips for like sliding it onto the wires and things to do it. And it was so much easier not doing it on the needles but doing it on the wires. It took me no time at all. And I think for future reference I'm probably going to do more songs like that. It's my own yarn. I have dyed a couple of these. They're on now in our Etsy shop.
What they called?
Beast from the East. The stuff that's in the shop. Well, the grey is anyway. I've not got the orange in yet. Oh, the oranges I might have. No.
No, I don't.
No, the orange I've not. Because the orange was just something I chucked in the pot and hoped for the best for a couple of minis. But the grey, slightly more lilac, violet even.
It's pretty.
And the ones I've got on the shop. But it's on the sparkle base like that.
Did you do them cuff down or toe up?
Toe up. Judy's Magic Cast on.
Groovy, dude.
And a cut-in heel. And the toe is basically exactly the same. The heel is exactly the same. Does exactly the same as the toe is. So it's quite easy. They fit me quite well then. Excuse me. I did them on 2.25s. High short, magic loop, Magic loop. Yeah.
Is this the bag you're in?
No. Because they're ready for wearing now. I haven't decided whether I'm going to wear them or put them away. Oh, I did 68 stitches as well. If you use that pattern at all, if you're going to use a pattern at all, I normally do a 64 and I thought I'd try a 68.
And it fits you better?
No, it fits okay. I think I would probably go back down and do a 64. I wanted to do 66. I'm just going to try that a little bit more. But that's it. That's my only FO.
But she has a half object, which is the Resferber sock by Knitting Expat from her knitting club, sock club.
Wanderlust. It's either the Wanderlust collection or the Cozy. I don't know. Can't remember.
She can't remember which one it is.
It's one of the knit along. I think I've shown this already. I've done that one.
But I'm showing you again.
I've got. If you like this wool, I've got one left in the shop.
It's the Kingfisher one.
Kingfisher colourway on 75.25. I really like that.
So.
Ho. That's it. That's it for that.
That's it. I haven't got any finished objects or hose. Or...
We should say who we are and all that.
Oh yeah, forgot.
Episode 29.
I've already done that.
Done that.
Yeah, what day it is and it's raining and it's miserable.
We are in what will be our new location. I've tried to pull a sheet up to cover everything, see if it works better for that. Pretty it up a little bit with a shawl. It's not very centred, but, you know, ignore that spot there. I was trying to steam it with the iron.
Oh, I didn't know they were on the back.
And it's spat a dirty spot, I think.
Oh. Right then.
So, Instagram.
Woollyelephant daughter for me. Sorry. Woollyelephant mum for mum. Vera, the Woollyelephant podcast. Etsy, Woollyelephant, and Facebook, Woollyelephant.
Yeah, and we now have wool in the shop.
Yes. On
Etsy. Dyed a bit more.
Wool and bags.
Our next shop update, all being well, will be Thursday night, tomorrow night, at about 7 o'clock. And I've just got a few more to put on.
Happy days.
Yep. So look out for that. We've sold a few already. Just hoping to get some feedback now on what people think.
I'm looking forward to the reviews. One lady commented on one of my Instagram posts saying, "Thanks for the bag and the yarn. They're really pretty," or something like that. Which was nice. Just hope we get reviews on the...
Oh, she's got it, has she?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, hopefully people will comment on it. So.
Put the reviews on it. What is going on? And...
Sorry, we're not full of zip and zing today, but we're doing our best.
I sound right sexy.
I know, I'm a bit husky today. I know there's one or two customers that come in the chippy that will like that. Started with it on Friday.
Did I have gas mask on?
Friday was Good Friday, and it was possibly the busiest Good Friday. Well, it was the busiest Good Friday we've ever had. It was just mad all night, and that was the day I decided to start being ill.
Yeah.
I'd had a twinge on Thursday, and on Friday I had barely no voice. When I did have a voice, it was either squeaky or croaky. There's this one guy that comes in.
Oh,
he was commenting on my voice. He says, "I thought you sounded a bit croaky." He says, "But that's quite good, that."
Go away.
Silly beggar, go away.
Yuck.
Where is the appeal?
Sound like a man. Not you sound like a man, but...
It's supposed to sound husky, apparently. I sound a bit more husky today. Maybe sound like I've
You need to stop smoking.
I've been smoking 50 a day or something.
She doesn't smoke.
No, I don't. I hate it. Anyway, sorry. Drifted off there. I'm trying to talk. My voice is probably a little bit deeper because when I'm talking, I'm trying to talk without using my throat much. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
So it doesn't... Yeah, well, if you just sort of let go and talk, you feel it a lot more down here.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
So I'm trying to talk without doing that so much so I don't cough. So, anyway, work in progress.
I started ages ago knitting a shawl in Mum's something magical yarn.
Just magical.
Just magical. I'll learn all these names.
That's on. It's a sparkly one. I've done a load more of this in, but not on sparkle.
So this is sparkle. Some will go in the shop that's non-sparkle. I did start it in a shawl, but I just wasn't loving it, so I ripped it out. and I started a pair of socks. And the socks that I'm doing are from this book, Sock Knitting Masterclass, which I bought ages ago by Anne Budd. Came with a DVD which I've watched, which is it's okay if you're a beginner. And I'm actually knitting these on the back. I didn't realise they were on the back.
They're nice.
And they're called asymmetrical cables. They have a cable going around the front, which you can see, and they travel down the leg. And there's also one around the back, which you can't really see in the pictures in the book. It's not overly clear. The only way I knew was because of that one. And obviously because I'm knitting it. You see the one front there and there's one on the side. And this is how it's coming up. I've not done loads because all I seem to be knitting at the moment is socks. Can you even see that?
Yeah.
It's making my eyes go funny. And then that's the back.
It's looking so pretty. It looks like the colour's going to travel around. Swirl around.
Swirl round, yeah. And I'm knitting these on 2.75. The book says 2.5.
Sorry about the pause. I need to get a drink and have a coughing fit.
So what I was just saying just before the screen went, we had to pause, was I'm using Addy Lace, the 2.75. They're not Addy Lace, they're just the normal circulars. I didn't even realise it was written on the...
You did? Do you know, I found my Addy ones, I've started catching. They don't compare to higher, I don't think.
They just don't.
Nothing compares to higher.
They feel different in my hand.
Apparently higher are going to start selling online themselves. Direct. There was a thing on Instagram.
I like it, don't get me wrong. It's just I find...
Hang on, earthquake.
Compared to... because all I ever knit with is higher. Compared to them, I do have Knit Pro. I do knit with Knit Pro as well.
Are we at an angle, or is it just the things coming down?
I think that my shawl's coming down.
It's not us that's at an angle.
But I do like it, and I think my stitches are coming out well. So whilst we paused, we went and got...
I've not done a lot of knitting while I've been ill, but I've done... I did a bit of dyeing.
So this is the...
75/25 merino nylon. No sparkle.
No sparkle.
Because a couple of people had mentioned about no sparkle in it. Go slow. It gives the camera a chance. That's it.
And then this is Polworth.
Yep. Polworth is supposed to be, it's pretty much like, you can hardly tell the difference between the two. Obviously it's
really difficult to tell the difference.
It's got no nylon in it, but apparently it's got long staple, do they call it, in it?
A long fibre. Long
fibres, so altogether it's supposed to be pretty good to use as sock yarn. If you like yarns without nylon in, you want it to be purely wool.
This is how it knits up, minus the sparkle.
Minus the sparkle. But that's quite good because I didn't do a recipe for the sparkle and I thought, oh my god, but I think I've done it quite alright. So this is going to be a repeatable colourway on both those.
So I'm pretty pleased with that. Because I think, like my mum was saying, that stocking stitch will probably show the yarn off better, and it really does. The shawl I was knitting it in just doesn't do it justice. And I'm having to wind my yarn by hand because where my ball winder's gone, I don't know, it's run off.
I hate my ball winder.
It's just ran off.
We bought, well no we didn't buy, my youngest son bought us ball winders for Christmas.
Well, yeah.
Not Christmas just gone, but Christmas before. And they were only cheap ones, but they did the job. But now, I think they've just... While I was winding the wool for my changes shawl, I started doing. I seem to spend more time detangling it from the machine because the arm that holds the wool up keeps dropping down. And then it gets caught, and I end up like swearing a lot. I wanted to hurl it out the window, or having to cut my arm and rejoin it because it's got caught in the gears. Can anyone recommend a good yarn winder and Swift? I'm not too worried about Swift. That cheapy Swift we have is pretty good.
It is pretty good actually.
But we could do with one each.
Yeah.
I was having a look at Edinburgh Yarn Festival and I only saw one, but it was just before I was about to go. It looked really substantial. But can anybody recommend a good wool winder, yarn winder doesn't cost the earth.
It doesn't leap off the table.
Yeah. That it's something because I'm doing it obviously winding wool more these days. I want one that's a bit better. And there's Knit Pro and there's Knit Picks do one. They're all about 25, 30 quid, I think.
That's what they're averaging.
But can anybody recommend? What have you got and how good is it? You can comment in the box in the comments down below, and give me some pointers of where might be a good place to get one online, or it's probably going to be online. But
I need some blocking pins as well.
I'd rather go on recommendations. Yeah, that as well. Because when we went to the Arm Festival, you see very little stuff like that. They're like, I need something decent for blocking with the wires and things for putting around so you can get your shawls in better shape.
Well, the shawl that I've started knitting is going to need actually pinning out, and I don't want to use my sewing pins just in case one pings off. I think actual blocking pins, they're quite big.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm keeping it in my daisy bag. This is my practice one because I sewed my pocket.
She didn't notice, and I was having a look and said, "Is this supposed to be just a patch on the inside?"
It's like, oh, for God's sake! So this is now my practice one. It's probably the third one I made, but that's the fits in quite nicely in there. I'm going to make some more of these, but I'm going to do 2 fabrics. I'm going to do yellow and I think I've got yellow. I have a yellow or red top and then daisy at the bottom.
That'll be nice.
And they'll be going into the shop update. And I'm going to make big shopping bag. I can't remember if we showed them what I made for Edinburgh in the last episode. But I can see Mum's, so I'll get Mum. Mum's looks better than mine.
It's still packed with all the stuff from the last podcast.
Yeah.
From when I went to Nikki's house to do it.
Oh.
But it's still got a lot of the stuff in anyway.
So I made these.
Love this bag.
For
it's massive.
Edinburgh so we have something to carry. I'm standing up because it's blooming big, and this is everything. The inside, like she's got everything from last podcast in there. I'm doing a real bad crap job of this, but whatever. It's got like big pockets. I've got a big one here. Yeah,
you can shove your phone in and stuff, and your purse.
Little one.
The only thing it needs, I think, is a wider strap.
Yeah.
It needs a wider strap.
If I take this, that's a bit ginormous. Get a good idea of what's in there. A little massive bucket bag.
This was a brilliant bag. This.
I've just brought mine with me with all my podcast stuff in.
I could probably fit everything that's on my table now.
This is mine.
I could probably fit everything that's on my table, which is quite a lot. I bet you could easily fit, for argument's sake, what have I got there? 4, 10. I bet you could fit at least 20, 25 or more skeins of yarn in it.
Yeah.
It'd be great for shopping.
I made it primarily because I hadn't knitted anything for Edinburgh. So I made us those bags. They were tester bags for the shop. So I think I'm going to make some. I'm going to make a couple like the daisy fabric.
Okay.
So that's what I plan to do. I'm going to try and get some of that done today. I don't know how much I'm going to get done today.
At least if you can get one of each done,
I can
make them
I can make to order because like I've had the discussion with my other half that obviously I'm making more bags now to put on the shop. That once Michael's in bed and we've only got to look after, tend to whatever Joseph needs. Because he's awake more in the evenings now, which is great because it means he sleeps a bit longer at night. So then he has to tend to him while I do my bags, which he's not bothered about. It's just we had to clear that up. I'm not sewing my bags. I'm looking after Joseph, whereas he can do that. So that's my plan for today. All being well, I do have a clingy 2-year-old, but I've already stated to the husband that that's what's happening.
Yeah, because we're talking about doing the shop update tomorrow night, so we'll try and get.
I think I'll be able to get 2 on. Even if I'm up till silly o'clock tonight, I'll get it done. I don't think I will be.
I'm going to try and get this on tonight as well.
Okay.
I'm trying to get the podcast on tonight. All filmed and on in a day. Can't promise that, but if not tonight, tomorrow morning. Right. Work in progress.
Got on a bit on a tangent there.
We did. Works in progress.
and I've just showed my socks. And what else have I got? Do you want to show one, or shall I show my next one?
I'll show. Go on, I'll show. For my half object that we showed earlier, that wasn't my half object this week.
I just grabbed.
I've got them out to show. I've put a bit on this sock. I thought I've got to get some of these socks. I finished my orange ones. So I've turned the heel on this. So heel flap. I think this might be me. There you go. What are you doing?
Instagram post.
So I've switched it. Whereas I did my last one, I did the whole thing on Magic Loop. We're being a bit on the tireder side. I'm coughing. I couldn't concentrate on doing that, so I switched it to DPNs. And you know, every time I switch to DPNs, I realise how much more I love working on DPNs.
See, I'm the other way around. I've been knitting my my Grand Central socks on DPNs, and I really want to put them on Magic Loop, but I'm not going to because I know my tension will change.
Tension. So whether I'll switch back to Magic Loop after I've done this bit, I think it's either just finished or nearly finished, because I've always liked the heel flap and gusset. But this was that Risferber socks, I think they're called. Loving how they're coming out. I love this colourway. This is a repeatable colourway as well. But I don't know whether... These are higher bamboos, 2.5mm, which are going a bit bendy. And I've broke more than one, but I had 2 sets, so I've got enough to keep me going. If I break another one, I've still got a couple of extras yet. So that's that. I've done a little bit on that. I've not done anything on my cardigan. Me mix and match cardigan. I've not done anything on that this week. So go on, you.
I started 2 at a time socks last week. I'm all in a mess.
Joy of 2 at a time socks, getting in a tangle.
Ugh, it just gets looped in. These are for Ben.
They're way too nice for Ben.
They're definitely for Ben because they're in his stitch count. And he turns 30 on Friday. Old. And he wants to go to the cinema, so we're going to go to the cinema at the end of the month. So I'm looking forward to that. So here are my 2 at a time socks. I would have had more done if I didn't get distracted by other things.
Such pretty colours.
They're coming out pretty good, actually.
These were sock blank socks.
Yeah, I bought a sock blank from Easy Knits at Edinburgh Yarn Festival, and this is 1/2. I lopped it in half so I could do 2 at a time. So I think I'm probably gonna. I think I've got about 40 rows on there. It just looks less because there's more stitches. I think I'm going to do another 10, and then I'm going to go into his heel. It's the heel, because I'm worried I won't have enough for his giant boat feet, and this is what the heel's going to be. Got some minis. I'm going to do heel flap and gusset for him, because he wears through his socks. So afterthought heel or German short row heel or anything like that isn't just going to cut the mustard.
Do you not think though, if he did an afterthought heel, if he does wear through it, does he wear through the heels?
No.
He doesn't, right?
No.
Because they're good if you wear through the heel, because you can take it out easy and put another one in.
Yeah. No, he don't wear through them. If he's going to wear through any of it, it's usually around the ball, the widest part of your foot before you go to your toes. I don't know what it's called.
Ball of your foot?
Yeah, that one. And around the cuff, because it hikes them up. That's just my own pattern. I'm not doing any pattern. And that's in that bag. Shut Up, I'm Counting by Knitting Goddess. And it's got some porridge orientated on it.
Oh well. Not to worry. Right. I've made a bit of progress on my Tamdo shawl by Melanie Berg that I showed last week. Last podcast, not last week. Where am I up to? This is where I think where I was up to. I stuck a progress keep on. Where I was up to. Well, I've done.
So pretty
I've done a reasonable amount. Because I'd have done more, but I got distracted by starting wanting to do my changes shawl, and I had to dye. I dyed all the yarn for that, so it's looking really nice. This is going to block out quite a lot. because there's quite an awful lot of stretch in it. And it's because you can't really see the lace pattern now, but when you block it out, you'll see it. So I've made a reasonable amount of progress on that. It's getting quite big now. I've all these ends here. I was weaving in, like I said last time. I've been weaving in as I go because there's so many ends. I know Barbara at Knitting I Love commented down below saying that she'd made that shawl.
Yeah.
She commented when I went on and watched the video. She commented on how many ends there were. She'd been tying knots and things like that. Anyway, I'd done all those, and I stopped the other day and wove. Even though you can see all these dangling, these are all woven in.
You just need to chop.
I just need to snip them. I've woven them in properly. I didn't. I was gonna, after I'd blocked it, I was gonna snip them then, but I've woven them in quite well, so they should be all right. But they are all done. So I've been doing so far, and then I've just stopped, wove all them in. Because otherwise, I wouldn't want. There's no way I'd want to tackle that at the end. I thought there was a lot on that shawl I did for you, that rainbow one, but God, there's millions on this because nearly every stripe. Anyway, I'm loving that. So that's growing.
I can't wait to see that done.
That shouldn't be too much longer. But like I say, I got distracted with me changing shawl. Have you got anything else?
I have one more thing. When we went to Edinburgh, I bought this Interpretations Volume 5 with Hoagie Locatelli and Vera Valimaki. Groovy names. And I've started Chasing Light by Vera Valimaki. I bought some yarn to which was what that was knitted in. We both did.
I know, if I'm going to see how yours comes out, and I might do the same one.
This is the yarn. It's by Walk Collection. It's a Luxe Light, 70% alpaca, 20% silk, 10% cashmere, and you can tell when you're knitting with it. And it's called Out of the Dark. And this was the colour that was dyed for that shawl.
So that's not why we picked that colour. We just saw it and picked it, and then she said
it was for that.
It was for that shawl.
And Mum has one of these, but I saw one, so I had to go buy it.
I love this bag.
Saw it in Home Sense. Ooh. So it's a large pencil case, but I've got my knitting in it.
I have mine. I've got my Christmas stockings. I actually pulled that out last night. I think I'm going to do a bit on that. I want to do at least a row of the pattern, the picture, but I just kept coughing last night, so I ended up putting it back down again.
So I hand wound it 600 metres. By hand. That's what it's come up like. Just looks like a grey ball here currently, but it's really nice. I haven't done much, because I think I only started it yesterday or the day before. But here we go. This is me start. I've done 4 rows of the lace panel. Not that you can see, but it's really nice and airy and soft and all things.
Oh yeah, gosh, it's so light.
All things airy.
It's a bit like wearing nothing.
That tiny little bick, I just hugged it last night. I went, why is it not done yet?
It is. So soft. That's close up on my nails. You don't want that, the monkey.
And I'm using higher stainless steel 3.5 centimetres, 3.5 millimetre.
Can you imagine knitting on 3.5 centimetre needles? That's like 35 millimetre.
8 centimetre cord fixed. And then, yeah. So I'm really enjoying knitting with them. It is so slippery.
Maybe you need wooden needles.
So soft. But I'm not having any problem. The yarn splits a little bit. I wish I bought sharps just for the lacy bit. It's not major. So I'm looking forward to seeing how that knits up. Because it is so soft. I can't wait to get it done. I'm just going to sit there and hug it.
It'll be like wearing nothing then, because it feels so light. But it's lace weight, isn't it? So
heavy lace. Whatever that is. So,
doesn't feel very heavy.
No. So that's in there. So that was my last wig.
Okay. I've just got one more. I started the Changes Shawl by Mina Phillips in Knitting Expat. I don't know if you've seen it. I imagine some of you had, because when I said I was going to knit that, a couple of people asked me about doing
Everyone was excited.
Yeah, doing a knit along. Anyway, I've opened a thread in our Ravelry group, Ravelry Woollyelephant podcast group. I opened that last night. I haven't decided on a date when we're doing it to. Mina in her, she's doing one herself. She's doing a Cal knit along herself. I think she's running hers till the end of June. I think hers is 3 months. I'm thinking maybe a bit longer, maybe end of August, something like that. Yeah. Which is quite a long time, but it's quite a big wrap, and not everybody's got time. I find not everybody's got time. I know I don't. Not everybody's got time to knit something that big.
I haven't even started mine.
In 3 months. I mean, there's a lot of people who've got a lot of time to knit, and if I could do it in that time, I might do it in that time. I might enter mine in there as well. But I thought if I give a bit longer, then so you could double dip. You can enter ours, and you can enter hers. We'll put a date on later down the line, because I just thought I needed to get a thread open so it was ready to tell you about. I'll put a finished object in later down the line as well, because like I say, it's a big shawl. We'll
figure out prizes.
I'll dye some yarn.
I'll probably make
for
a
prize, and Nikki will probably make a bag. And if anybody else wants to donate a prize, anything along the way, it'd be gratefully received. But if not, I think one lady has said about a pattern from hers. Off the top of my head, I can't remember her name. But I will check that. I'll check back with that, and I'll mention the lady's name on the next podcast when I'm feeling a bit more with it, like getting stuff ready, because I haven't got anything ready to do. Just sort of shoved it all on the table. But that thread is now open, so if you're wanting to join in the knit along, go for it. Put your colour choices on there, put some pictures on of what you're thinking of knitting it in, or if you've started. I've started mine. This is what's distracted me from. Hang on.
I think I'm just going to pick a skein of yarn.
Let me just pull it up and then I can show the picture of it, in case you don't know what I'm talking about.
It's in 4-ply, isn't it?
Yeah. In it.
I might do mine in commercial yarn.
Yeah. Let me just see if I've got the pattern.
How massive would it come out if I did it in DK? Probably fit
it
my bed.
It would be huge.
Probably fit my bed.
I just found a picture and then I can...
Got a king size bed.
show you.
Which I wish was queen size, because otherwise 6'5".
Right. This is... I'm trying to turn it away from the window. This is a wearing it.
Need it.
It's just so gorgeous.
Are you doing it with tassels?
Yeah.
It needs
the tassels, yeah. It's a big shawl. So that's it without. That's it as a wearing it. Let me just find a picture of it stretched out. There it is. Turn that one to the side. This is it knitted up. As you can see, it's rather large. And all the you knit the square in the middle first, and then you knit the 4 corners, and everything's a different pattern. So I thought to keep your interest. Well, I'm currently doing the middle square at the moment, because you knit that first. So I dyed the yarn myself. I was looking through my stuff that I'd got, and I'd probably got plenty of minis that I could use. But you need at least 200 grams of the main colour. Or was it about 420 something yards? I've probably got enough with the 2. It said either 200 grams, but it's worth having a mini or 2 in the same colour, if possible, to in case you run out, in case you're a loose knitter or stuff like that. So I thought, well, I'll dye my own. I'm going to dye it all myself anyway, that way I can get it colour shaded. I wanted something in like earthy type tones. So this is the start. This is the new centre square. If it looks like I've got a couple of drop stitches out, because I had to frog a few rows because my stitch count was wrong. I'd lost a couple of stitches somewhere along the way. So I frogged it back, and I'll pick those up as I go along. But it's looking, I really like knitting this. It's quite nice. I'm loving this colour. I based my colours on a photograph of my husband taking a picture at Bodmin Gardens.
Yeah, it's a lovely picture.
I can't show that right this second because the photograph's on my phone and we're currently videoing on my phone. But if I remember, I might not, but if I remember, I'll insert a picture, unless you can pull it up.
Oh, well, I'll just go on your Instagram.
All right, Nikki will just get it now and show you. So I dyed my colours to match. Now, this was the colours of my husband. He was wearing, like, dark grey jeans, and he had a dark olivey, goldy brown and black shirt on, which is for this kind of colour I put in. It's just one of those pictures I really liked. I took a picture of him taking a picture. Hang on, let's turn it this way, away from the window. So, there we are. That's the picture. This inspired my colourways. You can't see it much probably in that.
Can you zoom in?
I'm trying to, but you have to hold it, don't you? That's about as good as you're going to get, I think. But that's the picture that inspired it. So, this was my grey that I'm knitting in now. And you can see the goldy browny flecks in there. And then I dyed all these minis.
Do you want me to hold some?
3, 4, 5, here, hold that one. These aren't in the right order, they're just trying to hold them. I've schemed them all up, caked them up. So these are the colours I dyed to go along. The pink for the flowers, and then all the various shades of green. This one's like a pinky yellow. This was pink, just going to be pink and cream. And then I dropped a speck of yellow on it from somewhere, so it got yellow added in as well.
Why not?
Which I actually quite like now.
Yeah.
But these are the colours I've done. They're quite earthy tones, which is what I wanted. I wanted something there and just threw the pink in there, because obviously it's got pink flowers in the picture. So, quite pleased with that. I have dyed an extra set of these. I might sell it as a bundle, or I might sell them as... I might use as inspiration to dye more colours on minis. Yeah. So, we'll see. Anyway, but if anybody particularly likes those colours, I have dyed an extra set up, full set, because it seemed a lot of time to spend just dyeing one mini in this colour and one mini in that colour and one mini in that colour. So at least I did 2 of each. And I just like the grey anyway.
Yeah, it's lovely.
I think that's a really nice colour.
I like grey at the moment.
So that's my progress so far. I think that's my last.
Have you any acquisitions?
No. I've been presented with this, but it's not an acquisition. It's...
Oh yeah, there you go.
Well, it will be an acquisition. They'll give me some money. Right. Here's me. Nikki gave me this morning. I requested a bag because I bought her this fabric on one of my holidays. Was it last year?
Something like that.
This Kingfisher. I said that'd be nice for bags. See, Kingfisher.
I have enough. I don't think I can make one quite as big as this.
It's a nice big bag. I said I wanted a big bag. I can put all my changes shawl stuff in this then. Isn't it pretty? She's definitely getting better.
I can't remember. I think it...
This is quite a big bag.
It might be able to... In between size from this one to that one. But,
In the Kingfisher?
Yeah, I think I've got enough. I don't think I have enough of this left because it was literally an off-cut from something. But I'll make something happen.
Yeah, but this is a nice size bag.
Yeah.
Because if you like a bigger bag,
fit it all in.
I am going to do. I like a bigger bag. This is a bag I use quite a lot. This one, which is quite a big one. It's not a knitting bag. It was a toiletry bag. I got ages ago, and I use that a lot. But I'm not the biggest fan of zips. I like the bag, but you know I've caught wool in zips before, so she's done me a drawstring one. It's a similar size, which is pretty good. Like I say, she's definitely getting better. Everything's starting to look more professional. She gets a lot of nagging from me to make sure she gets the line straight. So
cut fabric out one day, pieced it the next day, and so finished it all off the day after.
It's your own. Is it your own pattern?
Yeah,
it's your own pattern.
All the bags I make are my own.
So that's me 100 grams. This is more going to easy fit all this in. This is now my new changes shawl bag. So that's 10 minis, which is 200 grams. I've got another 100 gram ball.
I didn't want to part with it.
In there, and I'll easily get. I've got another 100 gram and 2 20 gram minis of that grey. Well, that's another 100 gram, and that's 2 20 grams.
When I took the picture and put it on my Instagram, I had 4.
So that's got 1, 2, got at least 400 grams. At least
Yeah.
400 grams.
I have
in
400 gram skeins of DK
Yeah.
caked up in it to puff it out.
So that's got it all in. So it should fit in there, stay in there as it's going along.